Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back to our YouTube channel once again. And it is my hope and prayer that this video is actually going to find you guys in good health. Personally, I am fine. As you can see, Kisumu is also fantastic. And maybe you could also let me know where you're watching the video from, the county or the country, in case you are out of the Republic. Ladies and gentlemen, William Samoei Arap Ruto, the President of the Republic of Kenya, is fighting almost everybody in the Republic of Kenya. William Ruto is fighting with Uhuru Kenyatta, a retired president. William Ruto is fighting with Raila Odinga, the opposition leader, which is okay. William Ruto has picked, and his allies have actually picked, fight with the church that really campaigned for them. William Ruto has picked a fight, or is currently fighting, with the civil society. But I'm 100% sure that William Ruto picked a wrong fight when he picked on the judiciary. And William Ruto is definitely going to be embarrassed and is going to lose badly to the judiciary. So in this video, I want to explain to you guys why personally I strongly believe William Ruto picking a fight with the judiciary is one of the worst political mistakes William Ruto will live to remember. But before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, allow me to dive in. Why do I strongly believe that William Ruto is going to lose the fight against the judiciary? Number one, a bold judiciary plus the power of the people is very dangerous for William Ruto. The truth of the matter is that William Ruto is not an ordinary politician. William Ruto is an excellent schemer. As we speak now, William Ruto is already planning for the 2027 presidential election. I'm convinced William Ruto is already planning on how he's going to rig in that election. The only people who have the power to stop William Ruto is none other than the judiciary. Most people believe that Uhuru Kenyatta did nothing for Raila Odinga. The truth of the matter is that the judiciary actually punished Raila Odinga on behalf of Uhuru Kenyatta. In fact, the judiciary even punished Raila Odinga for his wrong mistakes. I want to take you back. And that's why yesterday I was so happy when I saw Raila Odinga coming to the defense of the judiciary. After the handshake, Uhuru Kenyatta started fighting the judiciary. Raila Odinga kept quiet. The judiciary marked Raila Odinga. But for Uhuru Kenyatta, they started teaching him political lessons. What do you think was the objective, or was the main reason why the BBI was stopped by the judiciary? It was about Uhuru Kenyatta. And if you follow the politics during that time, the judiciary actually almost kicked out most of Uhuru Kenyatta's policies during that time. But for Raila Odinga, let me explain to you guys how the judiciary punished Raila Odinga for a mistake he committed in 2017. For those who were alive in 2017, Raila Odinga went to the Supreme Court. At the Supreme Court, Raila Odinga presented his evidence. The Supreme Court judges, in their own wisdom, agreed with the Raila Odinga's petition and nullified the election of Uhuru Kenyatta at that time. By that time, Uhuru Kenyatta was a sitting president. So David Maraga and the team risked their lives and nullified an election of a sitting president. Then they expected Raila Odinga to go back to the people. But what did Raila Odinga do? Raila Odinga boycotted that election. So the judiciary waited for Raila Odinga. They waited for Raila Odinga that, okay, we risked our lives, you did nothing, we are waiting for you. So they waited for Raila Odinga in 2022. And of course, between 2017 and 2022, a lot of things also happened including within the judiciary. Raila Odinga was kind of co-running the government with Uhuru Kenyatta. So there was the appointment of the new Chief Justice. Remember, there was a lady there, Philomena Mwilu, who was Maraga's deputy. So the judiciary would have wanted one of them to be promoted. She applied to become the Chief Justice. The expectation was Raila Odinga was going to support her. That never happened. Njoki Ndung'u wanted that seat. She was a member of the judiciary. Never happened. Of course, there was also Ouko William, who wanted the seat. Raila Odinga felt that there was no way Ouko would become Chief Justice and him also becoming the president. So the judiciary waited for him. Philomena Mwilu waited for Raila Odinga. You refused to support me. Pap. Njoki Ndung'u, you refused to support me. Pap. William Ouko. Raila Odinga lost at the Supreme Court. According to those in the know, the difference was 1. This is what William Ruto is quoting. And I can assure you, the judiciary is going to deal William Ruto serious political blow. Remember, we are not even yet the process of recruiting the new IBC commissioners, the processes of procurement in IBC, which is normally litigated in a serious manner. So William Ruto is still going to face these guys unless he's going to mend fences with them. The judiciary is going to continue punishing William Ruto. Number 2, while Ruto is going to lose this war with the judiciary, is that the House Levy and the Health Insurance Act are very unpopular with Kenyans. William Ruto is hiding, for example, in the health insurance that is reducing from 500 to 300, which is a total lie. The truth is, if you take majority of Kenyans who are paying for it now, it's going to increase. So it's something which is very unpopular with Kenyans. What about the House Levy? Very unpopular with Kenyans. Then William Ruto is disagreeing with the judiciary who are telling him that whatever you are doing is not right. You should not force people to pay. I want to give you the case of teachers. I come from a home where we have many teachers. Now, a teacher teaching somewhere in Nyakach, in his village, has constructed his own house. Then you want to tell this teacher that you want to build for him a house here in Kisumu in Makasembo. You are deducting his money. If he checks his payslip, it's almost zero. So because of the fact that these policies, the house levy, the health insurance, are very unpopular with Kenyans, it means Kenyans are going to take or are going to side with the judiciary. William Ruto would not want that situation. And that's why I began by saying a bold judiciary plus the people is dangerous. It's going to finish William Ruto. Number 3, the timing is also wrong. You know, if William Ruto was keen about what is calling judicial impunity, his timing is wrong. He can't talk about impunity in the judiciary right now, when we all know William Ruto has always supported the judiciary.
Every public official must know that the Jubilee Administration is a democratically elected government on the basis of the rule of law. The Constitution is not a book. It is the law. Court orders are not pieces of paper. It is the law. And therefore, we want every public servant to understand that the basis of our democracy and the basis of our nationhood is the respect for the rule of law. The slide to anarchy and confusion and impunity and dictatorship starts when we do not respect the rule of law. Every public servant will be held personally accountable if they do not respect the rule of law. There is nowhere in the Jubilee Administration, the President, myself as Deputy President, or any part of this government does not believe in not respecting the rule of law.
He only changed when the judiciary now started making pronouncements which are unpopular with his side. So because the judiciary made those rulings, it's not coming out on them, Kenyans are watching him. So his timing is not right. If I were Ruto, I would have waited for the process to proceed rather than dismissing, because even right now, if this matter were to be litigated and maybe the courts agree with him, right now most Kenyans will just say he has intimidated the judges, and that's not good for the country. Number 4, William Ruto is also providing the ground for those who supported him in shame, an opportunity to bolt out. We have seen people like Miguna. We are seeing the church, the civil society. In fact, the civil society in the last election kind of supported Ruto. Right now, they are regrouping to fight Ruto. If these groups are going to gang up against Ruto, he's going to find it very rough. In the last election, most of them were with him. And therefore, even court cases were in his favor. Like, for example, David D told us the other day that the Linda Katiba was a product of William Ruto. He's the one who sponsored it. And lastly, William Ruto's reform credentials is also questionable. And because of his past reform credentials, which is questionable, nobody is going to take William Ruto seriously. I don't know what you think. That's my take. Until next time, this is Lee Makwiny. Bye-bye.